how I'm able to do more than one job at a time. So my routine now, when I'm at the house, I don't normally take breakfast unless I'm on holiday. But here, I find because of the amount of work I'm doing, I need to get something in my stomach before I start. So generally, it would be pain au chocolat or croissant or something like that with a coffee or two. This is a little cafetiere brought with me over from Normandy. So a house there. Any coffee will do, to be honest with you. Um, and when I'm in Paris, we have ground coffee, so that's much nicer. But this is more convenient here. Just to knock up a quick coffee in a cafetiere. So I have my coffee, I have something to eat, and on this occasion, I ended up making sort of a bizarre contraption with a mixture of sort of semolina, sugar, um, milk, and yogurt. And it was meant to be a cake, but it didn't quite turn out that way. So it became more like a cereal. So this week I've been eating my similar. Looks a bit naff, but it's not actually tastes not too bad at all. It's got banana in there as well. Anyway, with things like that helps me that I can crack on with some of the other tests. So finally got round to getting the rest of the cob onto the wall in the third bedroom, and actually did discover where the socket was as well, which I'd lost. I put the back box in, and the back box was way too far back, and I thought I was going round it when I did the cob before, and I had actually covered over the face of it. So then I had to spend X amount of time sort of scraping away tiny bits at a time until I've managed to find exactly where the box was, bring it forward, reset it, put a wee bit of shuttering back there, and fill that area in. So anyway, finally, this section of wall is done. It's probably the most organic room in the house. Is bedroom 3, believe it or not. The way it's got the natural stone there. It's got the cob, which is the soil on around the window frames, and it's also got the lime hemp, which is what you're looking at there, which is sort of the wall, which that separates the upstairs, obviously, from the kitchen, the vaulted ceiling in the kitchen. And I wanted to do a wall in that. I've already done one in the kitchen anyway, downstairs with the timber. I did that a couple of 3 months ago, but I wanted to really fill this wall out to give it a bit more of a feature in here. It's a smallish, it's a very small bedroom, but it's got lots of other features to it. So there you go. That's once I've taken the bit of shuttering away. So you can see on the left hand side on the bottom there, that's the second socket into place, ready to get connected once all that's finished. It's going to take a few weeks to dry. Obviously, I'm using the wood burner at the moment through the evening. I'm only burning for a couple of hours. That's sufficient to heat all the downstairs and start pushing some of the heat upstairs. So hopefully that'll work quite well through the winter months as well. And I'm also only sort of burning off the old rafters and stuff, all the old crap that is no use to anything else. Can't be reused otherwise, and the house can't be recycled. So that's been going into the wood burner to generate the heat. So this is, I said, bedroom 3 now is in a position where it can be allowed to dry out, and then that will be in a position where we'll be able to decorate that as well. I might probably just put a skim of lime, sort of a wheat lime sense mix over the entire surface there, just to make it slightly easier for when it comes to painting and stuff. But other than that, now that room will be ready to go as far as decoration's concerned once it's been able to dry out a wee bit. And I'll probably, if I'm doing the lime and the sand, I'll probably do the same on the stone wall as well. I'll bring that in kind of a lime render and just brush some of the render off so you can see the bits and pieces of the stone and that, like I say, that will then remain as a more organic sort of room. Right, so that's that out of the way. But I'd not only tackle that, I also decided I would get the floor down in what was the guy's bedroom, which was about 15 centimetres or about 6 inches lower than the existing living room floor, which was causing a real problem. I was going to try and do it dry, but in the end, I ended up mixing it up with some cement to solidify the soil and stuff that's there. So it's a slightly different type of concrete, probably slightly more natural. But it took ages because I hadn't brought the concrete mixer over from Normandy, so it was all done by hand. So I was knocking it up in sort of the green buckets that I've got, which is only doing a fraction of a square meter at a time, probably like a square foot at a time. So it took a day and a half to get that floor down. Ordinarily, it would have been done in probably about 3 hours or so if I had the mixer on site. Anyway, such is life. It's down finally, and I've just left a tiny lip because what I'm going to do is I'm going to run some bitumen over the top of it once it's all dried out, and then there will be the underlay that will go on, and then the laminate flooring. So that's that taken care of fine. So I can properly use this area now. Obviously, from the sort of the day and a half that it took to do, I couldn't step on it. But after that, then I'm able to get across there, get organised with some of the electrics and some of the other stuff that needed doing on that sort of shelf area, which is going to take the television. And it just means it obviously now that after a few days, I'll actually be able to progress this a lot more. This room, start to decorate this room, that part of the living room. So very happy with that as well. Good to see that down. It actually took 5 bags of cement mixed in with the dry soil and straw that was there. So it's sort of a mixture of new and old, if you like. But it's a solid surface now anyway, and that's the main thing. So having a decent breakfast while I'm here allows me to crack on and do various bits and pieces. I rarely stick this job here. It took me the entire day, and it took me a day and a half, like I said. But ordinarily, I would do different things through the course of the day, just as things sort of catch my eye. All right, so there you can see just a portrait snap of the floor once it was down. Anyway, getting to the end of this video. Hope you found this enjoyable. Please like and leave a comment, and please check if you're subscribed or not. Thanks. Bye.